19 years ago, WRC halted in Kenya. And I wonder what it must have meant for the rallying community when it was finally announced that after 19 years of not having the action,
Aye.
action is now back.
Let me tell you, I think it's everybody's dream.
Right.
And you see how many people wanted to be part of this thing.
Yep.
You know, how many guys wanted to bring out their rally cars
Right.
and take part.
Right.
Because 19 years is a long time.
Yep.
And when that dropped, entries into rallying in Kenya dropped tremendously also.
Right.
You would have rallies with 15 guys, 15 participants, and that's it. Until now, a sponsor like KCB came over and now started sponsoring the events. So it became, we used to only have one rally, almost about a rally and a few regional rallies. But thereafter, there were 8 rallies every year,
Right.
sponsored by KCB at the time.
Right.
And then now it started nurturing younger drivers. Younger people started taking part and joining the rallying circles.
Right.
But the bigger dream was the WRC.
It was
because
amazing.
what it does even to the economy, even the nostalgia that I was talking about.
Right.
Or seeing all these drivers, you know, the Yuha Cankunens, the Bjorn Waldegards, you know, flooding into Kenya. You're seeing them walking from Intercontinental to KICC, you know. And,
It's just a moment.
and the whole country is at a standstill,
Right,
you know.
right.
Everything, there was no social media, you know,
Right.
during that time.
Yep.
And the newspaper, everyone, you'd buy the newspaper so that you can tick
For
off
the pictures.
your guy and,
Right.
and the pictures.
Right.
And you want to hear from the village. Did so-and-so's car make it in Embu? You know,
Right.
for us in Meru, you're like, did it pass in Embu?
Right.
And we don't know. We don't know that this guy is coming or not. There is no social media.
Right.
The radio is telling you we don't know where this driver has disappeared to. Then in the wee hours of the morning at 2 a.m., you
And
hear
they were spotted.
a sound and the guy is coming through your
You
hood.
all go out.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, those were the days,
so
yes.
that is the WRC for you.
Right.
Yeah? And that's what has happened now.
Yep.
This thing has come here.
Yep.
We were given a project to try it first,
Right.
make some corrections,
Right.
and then finally we were given a full candidate event.
Correct.
And it was one of the toughest events. It actually billed itself as one of the toughest events, again, in the World Rally calendar.
Oh, really?
Because all these drivers, none of them has ever driven in Africa. None. This is their first time in Africa.
Wow.
Kenya is the only country to host a WRC
That's a
activity.
big deal.
That is big.
That's a big deal.
This particular rally had over 848 plus million views.
Whoa.
Because if you know, WRC have their own TV also, the WRC
Yes.
TV.
Yep.
It had about 848 million views.
That's close to $1 billion already.
That's about 1 billion
Right.
people who are watching this. And
And
they're
all
just
eyes
watching
on
the
Kenya at that
landscape of
point
the
in time.
country, seeing the animals. I mean, the imagery and everything was beautiful.
Beautiful. Right.
If you go into Naivasha,
Yep.
the economy of Naivasha, I mean, it exploded.
Right.
All hotels, and I
Full.
can say all,
Yep.
100% occupancy.
Right.
In a season like this,
Right.
you have hotels.
In a COVID year.
In a COVID year,
Right.
you have full capacity
Correct.
in your hotels.
Correct.
What does it mean? People have to eat.
Right.
So the farmers, the producers of food,
Correct.
producers of meat,
Right.
or everything else
Eggs.
around that ecosystem,
Right.
you have to feed.
Because it's a total
It's a
ecosystem
total-
that is
it's a
impacted
total
right there.
ecosystem. yeah?
Absolutely.
People have to motor around.
Right.
Yeah? So guys hired cars. The foreign guys needed cars to move around.
Right.
These cars had to be shipped in.
Right.
They had to be moved to
Logistics
Naivasha. The
comes into
logistics
play.
handle of it
Right.
again comes into
Right.
play.
Right.
So it's a whole almost 6-7 billion plus
That just
economy
moves.
that just moved around during that rally weekend.
Correct.
So if you think about it as a country in a time like this, it
Good
is
for
something
country.
to be proud about.
Absolutely.
And when you look at also the environmental impact assessment of having had the rally and the cleanup that happened by all the marshals, the stewards, and the entire team involved, no animal was hurt. The reports proved
None
that
at
no
all.
animal was injured during that particular time. And again, you see, it just shows that when we are committed, even as a people, as a country to do something right, there is positive impact all around, not just to the guys taking part in the rally, but the
It's a big
entire
economy. It's an ecosystem.
there. Come from Nairobi all the way, go all the way into Naivasha. I mean, I drove through that route. You should have seen the number of people who turned out.
Right.
The economy boomed.
Yep.
You know, people, as I was saying, the mamambogas,
Yep.
the people retailing,
Right.
the people running hotels, the
Right.
people in the transport industry.
Right.
Everybody benefited from something that they didn't have before.
Correct.
Because before the rally came, I mean, you didn't, that's, I always say it's a shilling you never had.
You never had.
You never had.
Right.
So someone has put an extra shilling to your pocket.
Yep.
So when a hotel talks about full bookings
Yep.
in the hotel,
Right.
there are people to attend to the guests in the hotel.
Absolutely.
So there is employment.
Right.
People who are out of a job
Right.
got called up to come in and offer service
Right.
to all the people that have thronged certain
Absolutely.
parts of the country.
Absolutely.
So if you look at the entire ecosystem,
And produce, farm
and
produce,
farm
and
produce,
many.
the agriculture,
Right.
you just had a ready market
Correct.
for all these things,
Right.
to a level where even there was scarcity, some things could not be found.
Right.
Accommodation, people came from Nairobi, hotels booked in Nairobi, Elementaita, all the way to Nakuru, up to even tents. People lease the land so
Right.
that people can put up tents,
Right.
you know,
Right.
within that ecosystem.
Absolutely.
So if you look at it, I
Yep.
think there was gain to it.
Right.
But we are always too quick to talk about the people who went there to drink, you know, who drove whose Subaru and disappeared with whose
Right.
whatever.
Right.
There are people who just push that narrative.
And we miss
Yeah?
the bigger
And
picture.
you miss what is the bigger picture in this story. And sometimes in life it's about the bigger picture.
Correct.
Sometimes it's not about bringing your friend, your neighbor down to cover your inadequacies.
Right.
And I find that is what sometimes really happens around us.
Right.
Yeah. That when somebody succeeds and they're doing better than you, it will become a story of Illuminati or they knew somebody somewhere
We have to find a way of explaining it.
or they got a tender.
Right.
And we often feel that once I've explained it that way and
Yeah.
put that guy down,
Right.
it justifies
Why I am where I
where
am.
I am where I am.
Right.
And I'm happy and like, yeah, we're good to go.
You
Yeah.
feel very
I feel
vindicated.
very vindicated, yeah, on that account alone. You don't want to find out how did Dennis start the Goldmine show? How did Job Njiru end up being where he is? What you're seeing is the success story, not the process.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Not the process.
Right.
You don't know where I started off from.
Right.
And again, it's not in my right to come and broadcast
Absolutely.
what I did to get to where.
Because you're
I did.
busy running your race.
You're running your race.
Right.
And as long as you're at peace with yourself
Right.
and at peace
Right.
with your God,
Right.
do you.
Right.
Do you.
Do you?
Do you.
But you know, even before you do you, man. I mean, you've said something important. Sometimes we explain why we couldn't succeed to justify it. And we try to pull someone else down.
Yeah.
And you want to find an explanation of why even their success cannot hold together.
Yep.
Which is a very unfortunate way, if you may, and a very unfortunate mindset
Yeah.
to carry along.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's very unfortunate.
Exactly. Exactly. And yet, God has given us the same number of hours. We have the same blank page. It's for you to script what you want out of your life. When I script mine in a certain way and I get certain results, yeah, you are unhappy about the biro pen I used to script my life, yeah. And you say, look, no, that pen, was used by, Richard Branson. That's why this guy is
He's successful.
He's successful.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Achana na yeye, yeah. This guy went and saw somebody from Tanzania who helps you.
Someone here.
Yeah, mahali kutoka Pemba. Utafanya upendwe na boss.
Don't you think that mindset disenfranchises its own holder from success?
It does. It does. If you think about it, it does. Because I don't think God put anyone in this world without potential or without the ability to do anything or something. It is for you to figure out what that thing is. And nobody can figure out that thing
For you.
for you.
You've got to do the work.
You've got to do the work
Right.
yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it does not have to be grandiose. it can be the size of a walnut. But if I work on it, if I plant it, if I nurture it, it can be something. And there's another thing about time and patience about these things. It doesn't happen, fly by night. Yeah? You have to work hard. You have to sweat it out.
Right.
You have to invest in it.
Right.
Time, resource. You have to fall. Then you learn how to walk.
And give it the patience that it requires.
And the patience that it requires. So for us, it's been years. It's been years. I tell you, the journey of rallying, I'm seeing the successes in the later years of my going into it.
This is when your premier.
Childhood dream.
Right.
Here I am.
It's been a journey
the
of
last
many
5,
years.
6 years is when I've enjoyed
Being in that premier
being
circle.
in that premier circle.
Right.
Yeah.
And congratulations, man. I mean, when you can say, I have stayed the course and now I am finally in the premier circle, it's a big deal, man.
It is. It is.
It is a big
It
deal.
is.
A lot of us don't stay through
It
to
is.
get to
To
that
get to
point.
Sometimes you dig the journey, then you let somebody else take over for you.
And you
know,
give
it's
up when you're
digging a
just
tunnel.
about
Oh,
there.
You're just about there. You're about there. Is that famous cartoon? You're just about to hit the diamond.
Then you give
And a
up.
bigger diamond, but because your neighbor who was digging next got marbles, you thought maybe that hole is better.
Let's go to the
Let's
marble
go and
spot.
dig the one with the marbles.
And you've
And
done
after-
the
and
hard
after
work.
marbles is
Yep.
air.
Right.
And then someone comes here, and in 1 second,
Hits a thing and
it's the gold mine.
boss. Hits a gold mine. Man. I mean, I must commend you. I mean, just getting that premier thing, I mean, it's no mean feat. It's no mean achievement.
It's
It
hard
must have
work.
been many years.
Hard work.
Hard work.
It's failures.
Right.
We've retired in quite a number of rallies.
Right.
Yeah. Very frustrated to the point of wanting to quit.
Right.
No sponsors. We
Right.
don't know how we'll enter
Right.
a rally.
Right.
We've rolled cars. I mean, you wreck your car, you roll it. And, guys are like, my friend, you'll get injured. Why are you doing this thing? But you soldier on because this is my passion. This is my dream. And you know what's at the end of it for you.
And here
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah. It's not about quitting. Yeah.
Amazing stuff, man. I mean, you talked about some of us may not know our stories, but I highly suspect you also have a story before that.
Everyone has a story. man.
Everyone has a story, man.
I don't know which story. Which story you want me to dig
I'm
out.
sure because you became these wonderful corporate guys and the rally guys, I mean, we must have passed through a few places in the making of our journeys, man.
Yeah, obviously that is. I think first and foremost, people see the end product.
Right.
Yeah, they don't see the refining process.
Right,
Yeah?
right.
Grew up in upcountry, Meru,
Yep,
and good lessons there.
right.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, I don't want to push the narrative, that everyone tries to show that, I didn't have shoes and that kind of thing. That is not the story of success.
Right.
For me, really, it's a good Christian discipline, hard work, and values. I think I grew up, through values. Yeah. And right after, I think, uni, there was a job offering at, they're called Deacons Kenya Limited.
Right.
At that time, Deacons was selling clothes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And they needed people to work over the holiday in December. Remember, they were so busy. They wanted young students, just come in and intern with them and help sell, part of their clothes. And I signed up for it, through an organization called ISEC. And everyone was laughing at me. They're like, during your holiday, you're going to spend December inside a shop selling clothes.
What other guys are having fun
And
over
everyone is
Christmas?
having fun, and you name it. And that's how it started. I went in, and I used to be paid per week using petty cash. Yeah, I would be the guy standing at the door next to the guy with the Christmas outfit, ringing a bell.
Yo. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Right.
But now there are some Christmas songs I can't listen to.
Yep.
Because they remind me of my days inside the shop.
You kumbuka
Inside
those
the
days.
shop. I
Right,
remember those inside the days.
right.
But I did it with so much passion.
Correct.
So much passion.
Right.
To the level of when I was finishing school, they told me, look, when I was graduating, they said, do you want a job? I didn't think much. I
Yep.
said yes.
Right.
Why? I'm getting a job.
Right.
I'm getting a shilling I never had.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't even choose. Whatever they were paying me, I never even negotiated.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Right.
like, you'll pay me that? Oh, thank you very much.
Right.
And that's how I started, with the clothes story. And in the process, I wrote a paper to management. And I remember the paper was about the effects of Mitumba on Deacons Kenya Limited.
Right.
Yeah.
Adding value again.
Adding value.
Right.
Yeah? And I wrote that paper, nobody asked me to. And presented it to management with a solution on how can they up their game.
Not just what the problem is, but
Not
also
the
with the
problem,
solution.
But what is the solution?
Right.
Guess what?
Wow.
They agreed to it.
Right.
And they tried the solution that we had put in that paper.
Right.
Out of that is how the brand, part of that journey is how the brand Woolworths, the cloth franchise, started in Kenya.
Right.
And at the end of the day, who was one of the first guys given the assignment to manage Woolworths? I put up
Yours
the
truly.
first Woolworths shop at Sarit Center, 1994.
Whoa.
That's how it was birthed.
Wow.
And that's how my journey in management literally started.
Right.
And around that, I started again adding value. My
Yep.
customers would come in, I would take their numbers. What do you want? How can we add value? What products do you want us to bring in? So we started, coming up with other ideas, as I say, adding value to what I'm supposed to be doing on a daily basis.
Correct.
I was being paid, yes, but
Yep.
no one has asked me to do this.
Right.
But
Duty
I said,
plus.
I want my customers to keep coming back. What do I need to do?
Right.
So I kept reinventing myself and
Yep.
thinking through new ideas
Right.
and new solutions.
Right.
And that brand, morphed. And that's why for you, True Words, Mr. Price, all
Right.
those other branches came out of that particular sort of initiative at that time.
Wow.
And then I moved on, tried something else.
Right.
The telecommunication revolution was coming.
Right.
Cancel.
Right.
Yeah. And I walked in and I said, hey, can I try?
Right.
Yeah. I can go and, no, actually I went to Nestle Foods.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
Became a product manager for 3 years,
Right,
4 years,
right.
managing Cerelac, the
Right.
beverages, Maggie Cubes.
Right,
Yeah?
right.
Then went into the telecommunication revolution.
Correct.
Yeah. And there again, I went into an industry nobody had been, customer experience. I was one of the first customer experience guys there. Yeah. And out of that, a career was birthed. Yeah. Someone asked me, this customer experience, why don't you try it? And I'm like, what is that?
Yep.
What is it?
Yep.
But I said, you know what? No one has done it.
Right.
I'll do it. I'll
Right.
try it.
Right.
I'll try it. And that's how I became a customer experience, sort of person. And build my career around that.
Right.
And created a brand around that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that is what I do till today.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So it's been a journey. It's
You know,
been a journey.
and part of why I needed you to share that journey is because people may think they're too busy to also build values and do a couple of things. And boss, you're a big brand when it comes to matter customers experience, man. You're a big brand.
I'm the Almighty.
You are a big brand, actually running the movement of customer experience
Globally.
globally.
Actually, 2019, 2020, I was voted as the global customer experience leader of the year. So that for me was really a good affirmation, yeah, in terms of what we do and the journey. And it's not complete. The whole thing is that it's not complete. I always feel there is still a lot that we need to do for self and even for the greater community, yeah, by way of building the industry. I always say, if you're going to choose something or if you're going to choose to do something,
Yep.
strive to be the best at it,
Right.
whatever it is that you're doing.
Right.
If you're selling fish, be the best guy
Right.
at the job.
Correct.
And add value
Right.
to what you're doing.
Right.
The moment I joined the field and line of customer experience, I said this is my line and I'm going to perfect the art. And that's why the industry refers to me, they call me the customer experience doctor. Because my work is to look for and treat.
Diagonizing
Diagnosing
Right.
and treatment of
Prescriptions.
customer illnesses.
Right. And you
ailments.
follow through.
And I follow through.
Right.
Because my belief is that in the area of customer experience is a human right.
Right.
It is a fundamental right.
That sounds philosophical.
Getting good service wherever you go to
Right.
is your right.
Right.
And especially if you're putting your money on it,
Right.
it is your right to get good services and good experiences.
Correct.
And I think in this part of the world and a lot of areas, even outside of this country, we are suckers for bad service.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We are the only place you'll go into a restaurant, you're served a salty steak or a bad steak, you eat it, finish it, and then you complain as you are walking out after you have paid.
Right.
That this thing was not good at all.
After event.
And you have eaten the whole thing and finished.
Right.
Yeah.
You endured
what
the stick.
stops you from engaging the chef, the organization, and tell them, look, this is not right for my taking. Can you do X, Y, Z? I want it less salty, or this or the other. And let the organization make good of that. What stops you? So we're inherently very good people and suckers for bad service.
Right.
And for me, beyond my employment right now, what I want to do is just to try and bring that out.
Right.
And also celebrate those who are giving good service.
Absolutely.
A lot of people offer fantastic service out there.
Right.
How many times do you say thank you to them? How many times do you thank the watchman who opens that gate for you when you're going into a premise somewhere?
Right.
How many times do you thank the person taking care of you in a restaurant, serving you in any small way? It doesn't have to be monetary.
Right.
It's even just stopping and saying asante.
An acknowledgement.
Acknowledgement.
Right.
How many times do you walk into a washroom in a mall and you find the cleaner there busy, mopping the floor?
Making sure it's comfortable for you.
Comfortable for you.
Right.
But since you're seeing the floor is wet, you say, no, I won't step in. I'm like, I'm sorry. Yeah. And respect what that janitor is doing. And maybe he'll tell you, no, it's okay. You come in.
Just proceed.
Or you respectfully use another washroom. How many times do you do that?
Right.
Sometimes we just step on every person's, what they do. You demean what they do. Yeah. And for me, when I talk of customer experience, customer service, it's about those things. Tell that guy, thank you, man. The bathrooms look great today. Endorse what they're doing. In a restaurant, thank the chef.
Let them know they appreciate it.
In one restaurant I walked into, I called in, I got a very good steak. And, I told the waiter it was very nice. But I'm like, the waiter will not tell the guy who prepared it. So I asked for the chef. I said, I want to see the chef.
Right.
Can you bring him out here?
Right.
I have something to tell him.
Yep.
The chef came back with the manager. Because the manager knew that they have messed up something.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
They had totally messed up. And
Correct.
he was really behind there, what's wrong and everything.
Yep.
And I told the chef, my friend, you made this steak?
Yep.
It's one of the best steaks I've had in a long time.
Whoa.
You should have seen the look on the guy's face.
Yep.
Yeah? He was, beyond himself.
I can imagine.
Because you can imagine, maybe he would have quit maybe that day. Because probably no one is appreciating what he's doing.
Right.
Yeah, but that simple endorsement meant a lot to him.
Right.
So all I'm saying is that let's celebrate these successes.
Right.
Let's celebrate the jobs that people offer.
And we lose nothing in doing so.
And you lose nothing when you do that.
Right.
And in the same breath, when it's not working for you, don't just be quiet. Say it's not working. And let's strive to fix it and create better experiences for everyone.
Right.
So that's what the customer experience journey really is about for me.
Right.
And I apply it in everything that I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, you're passionate. I think even on social media, you're customer experience doctor.
Someone's got to treat them.
Someone's got to treat them. No, you do an amazing job. And I must thank you for just bringing us the rally experience, man.
Yeah.
And
it's all about passion.
Right.
Even rally is about passion.
Correct.
Choose something, do it, and do it like it's the last thing you're going to do on the face of the earth. There are no shortcuts. And that's what I tell these young guys. There is no shortcut.
Correct.
And if there's a shortcut, don't take it.
Right.
Yeah. Even in rallying, where there's a shortcut,
avoid it.
that's where you'll find the hole. That's where you'll find the ditch.
Correct.
That's where your rally will end.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes the longest route, is the most defined route. Tried, tested, and you'll get your result at the end of the
Absolutely.
day. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So in life is the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Even to take shortcuts is actually to shortchange yourself because you miss the benefit of you in the process.
Exactly.
And the learnings that come with it.
True.
And the sharpening and the character and all of
that
those
is
things.
deep. That's deep. Process is...
It's everything.
It's everything.
It's
Process
everything.
is everything.
It's everything.
There is no sword that is just forged, in a few minutes.
No.
It's hit, hammered into the fire,
Furnace.
out, hit it
Correct.
again, forge it into the fire.
And it's a
At the end
combination
the
of all the
day,
experiences.
It is the strongest one that counts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's how we should approach life.
And I think that message must be amplified. The power of the process.
Yeah.
It must just be amplified.
Yes,
Today we're
yes.
celebrating the premiere, but this journey can be traced back
Yes. It was
at the Serena parking.
It was process. Serena parking, into Mesheni Musa's car,
Right.
following the cars in Tarakaniti
Right,
County,
right,
yeah, by
right.
the rivers there,
Right.
going into a garage to somebody approaching Mzee Azanwar, give me a chance, give me an opportunity, yeah,
Offering your
building
value.
our own car,
Right.
offer my own value,
Right.
try, fail, and then somebody identifies you, you get a sponsorship, you get your big break, yeah.
Wow.
So it's been a journey, many
It's been a
years,
journey.
many years, yeah.
Of course, I
Many
can't
years.
let you go without asking. Looking back at the many years, what would you say the rallying journey has given you the most? From whether it's character, discipline, and all of that stuff, what would you say the greatest value for having taken this journey for you has been?
I look back, Dennis, and I feel fulfilled.
Right.
Yeah. And for me, it speaks into possibility, that nothing is impossible. No dream is too small. No idea is too small.
Right.
And sometimes I say the ha-ha-ha idea could be the aha idea.
Right.
That you could be doing something that everyone is laughing at you for,
They wonder what's up with
but that could be the solution the world has been looking for.
you. Right.
So had a dream,
Right.
birthed a dream,
Right.
and be relentless
Right.
about following it
Wow.
and executing it.
Wow.
And when you do it, the fulfillment, the reward comes in. That's why I speak with so much nostalgia,
Yeah.
such happiness.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I can assure you, it's not over. This is just the start.
We're just getting warmed up.
This is just the start, brother.
Right.
Yeah. This is just the start.
Mbele
And
iko
as I
nobo.
move mbele,
Right.
I want to move with others.
Right.
I want to move with others.
Right.
To share those stories.
Correct.
To tell them, guys, it's possible.
Yep.
It's possible.
Yep.
And never disparage anybody. And that's the one thing I have learned. Anybody even approaching you for advice to find out how did you do it, don't push them away.
Right.
Walk with others.
Right.
Walk with others
Right.
because others walked with some of us to be where we are today.
Correct.
People
Correct.
held our hands
Right.
when we were nobodies.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why I look back and I'm like, you see, whoever it is,
You wanna
showing
hold
that,
their
and
hands.
it has to start from here. It has to start with the heart.
Right.
It's not somebody who just wants to see the trophies first.
Right.
Is you want to be in the process and make a name for yourself. Then I walk with you. I
Absolutely.
walk with you. So I want to
Absolutely.
walk with others.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you're reaching your hand back, man. Saying, I want to walk with some guys.
Back and wide.
You know? Not just back
Not
and
just
wide, man.
Back and wide.
Back
because
and wide.
there are others who are here with me,
Right.
and I look up to them.
Right.
There are others who are ahead of me,
Right.
and I still look up to them.
Correct,
Also.
correct.
So I'm not just saying that I am it.
Yes.
No, there are those, yes, that I'm pulling with me.
Right.
Then there are those that we are walking alongside
Correct.
with each other step by step and keeping check of each other.
Right.
And there are those who have gone before me,
That you look up to.
and I want to follow their paths.
Right.
I want to follow their steps.
Right.
Yeah, the wheel is round. Why reinvent it? Learn from those who did it before.
And I suspect that mindset must apply across even many professions. Because you're a professional as well.
Yep.
And we've got to extend these hands in the office space, in the business space, in every other space. So that then we can keep looking up to who we look up to, but we must also nurture
Exactly.
those that are coming behind us.
Yeah.
And at the same time have accountability.
But unfortunately, at the workplace, not everybody also sees it that way.
Right.
Because people come with also insecurities.
Correct.
When they see you doing that, they see you as competition. Yeah. Whereas maybe you're not even on the same race with them. You're not on the same path with them.
Absolutely.
You're charting your own waters.
Right.
So there are those who withhold information and everything and don't want to help others because they see you as a threat.
As competition.
Or as competition. But I say always in the corporate space, were it not for my team, I would not be the success that I am today. I am successful because my team made me the success that I am today. Their flourishing, their delivery of service, their passion, their enthusiasm is what has placed me on the map. Mine is to give them direction, to work with them, and to be part of the team and part of that process with them. Otherwise, without them, I would have no story to tell.
Wow.
Yeah.
We must continue having the kind of leadership that acknowledges the people as well and the teams. I'm privileged to know some of them, so I want to say to them, man, you know yourselves, man, kudos to you guys. I know a couple of them. I will not say I know Njiru, but I want to say to all of them, and kudos
know,
to all of them.
They are a great team.
Absolutely.
I have a great team.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and I enjoy.
Absolutely. Boss, as we wind this thing up, man, you know, this thing I hear has many, many things.
Yep.
I see many things in here.
Safety first.
Safety first. Yep.
That's the intercom. Use
Right.
that to speak to the driver. The
Correct.
driver or co-driver wears the same helmet.
Right.
You speak
Right.
into that.
Right.
And then on the side you have the earpieces, so that's where you listen. You listen through.
It's like a pretty cool headset, man.
It is.
Yeah.
And then that's you connect the safety device onto that.
Correct.
But before that,
Yep.
you need to always have your fireproof balaclava.
All right.
That comes on before you put on your helmet.
It's also fireproof.
Everything is fireproof.
Fireproof.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that goes on first.
There we go.
There you go.
Right. When the last time I did a balaclava, I think I was doing Mount Kilimanjaro.
Or you are
But it
watching,
wasn't fireproof.
Or you are watchman.
Yeah. Oh, that was a watchman somewhere.
You know that.
Right.
Then comes the helmet.
All right. There we go. There we go. Wow.
Yeah.
And then we have this one as well.
First device.
Wow. There we go.
There you go.
There we go. My friend, looks like you're ready to take the rally off, man. Oh, there we go, man.
Give me the countdown.
There we go. In 5, and in 4, 3, 2. Folks, unfortunately, that's how we have to end today's show. I hope you feel like you've been right inside a rally car, and I hope you feel like you're part of the rally, the WRC. And we want to thank all the great organizers for this event, man. It was a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant thing. And for the next 5 years, we have it.
Next 5 years.
So we can continue enjoying
Let's
it.
enjoy.
Is there some other rally?
Safely.
Safely.
Yeah.
Is there some other rally action happening in between?
Yes, we have the Kenya National Rally Championship
All
that
right.
is running.
All right.
Actually, the first race should be beginning of August.
Right.
We have some rally happening. We have 5 rallies left.
Correct.
In the Kenya National Rally calendar.
So there's still
So,
some action.
Again, there's a lot of action.
We can enjoy a lot of this.
action.
Fantastic stuff. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Man. My little bat tells me it's around your birthday.
I don't trust your bus. I don't know what else they told you. Yes.
Well, they told me some wonderful things.
Sunday is my birthday.
Sunday is your birthday.
Sunday is my birthday. July the 18th.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Happy birthday, bro.
Asante
You
sana.
make us really
Totally
proud.
appreciate it.
And I pray that then God's blessings would be yours all today and always on your birthday and all the way up ahead, man.
I say amen to that.
Yeah, man.
Only
wish
on the
you-
gold mine.
Only on the gold mine.
Goldmine show. The first wish came from the. I hope there's some gold.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of it, man.
Awesome.
There's a
Awesomeness.
yeah, man. Let it
Awesomeness.
go on record. The Goldmine Show team wishes you a truly blessed year ahead.
And I
man.
appreciate for having me, and I appreciate the wishes and blessings to you all.
Thank
and
you.
to every other guest who sits on this seat.
And thank you just
Yeah.
for walking us into the rally world and many
Asante.
lessons, man.
My pleasure.
It's been an absolute pleasure to host you here.
My
man.
pleasure, bro.
Yeah?
My pleasure, bro.
Asante, man.
Asante sana.
Asante, man.
I appreciate it.
Well, folks, unfortunately, we've got to bring this to a wrap, but I hope you felt the vibe of the rally, my friend. And as he says, there are a couple more coming. But I think more than anything else, man, many lessons, the power of lessons, the power of the process, the power of the dream, not quitting on it, but just working on it, man. That's really what makes you the beauty that you are and brings out the gold mine that you truly are. And we want to encourage you, just like Job and Njiru encouraged us, man, work on that dream. And even if a shortcut was to be provided, he said to us, avoid it.
Don't take it.
Don't take it, man. Don't deny yourself the beauty of the process and everything that comes along with it. Because you're a gold mine. Take the journey, and who knows, man, next time you might be the guy on this set right here as you share with us what your journey has been, man. What a joy it has been to just bring you this amazing, amazing edition. And of course, as we always say on the Goldmine Show, you're a gold mine and you cannot quit on the greatness that you are. Keep working it out, keep doing it, keep nurturing you. And he reminded us, be you and do you and keep becoming the greatness that you are. Follow us on the Goldmine Show on Facebook, on YouTube, as well as on Instagram. And until next time, we say God bless you and keep being the greatness that you are. Bless you. Yeah.